Which job is a lot less fun than most people expect? Preschool teacher. Especially with new COVID-19 regulations. Ever try social distancing 3-year-olds? Oh my gosh, Build-A-Bear. Weirdest and most frustrating thing. Granted, I didn't make it a super long time in the job, and seeing kids so happy is great. But they are really strict and the bad times get pretty bad. I'm a forensic scientist and it's literally the only thing people ask me about on dating apps. It's very technical work and it's extremely routine. I'm an archaeologist and I imagine we have very similar conversations. Usually when I meet people, I avoid the topic at this point, because the pressure is on me to drive the energy of the conversation with the exciting 3% of what I do while avoiding too many technical terms. It's kind of deflating to see how quickly people go from 100 to 0 interest because of my explanation. Professional photographer. Not like hobbyist, but business-owning photographer. Sucks the love right out of your work. Because you started the business to take pictures. Then Karen doesn't like the way she looks in one of them, so she wants the whole set for free, plus a reshoot for free, plus those images for free. Then the 2 high school kids getting into a very ill-advised marriage at exactly 18 years old wants to book you for their wedding, but their budget is only $50. Then Karen calls back because she loves your work and wants to pay for another shoot, but only if you agree to do her friend's daughter's destination wedding for free. Then you get a call from your last bride. It's been 2 weeks since their wedding. Where the hell are her pictures? Then you get no leads from a bridal expo. Then a client finds out you don't support their candidate and tries to take you to court to get her money back. Then some Insta thought who thinks she's influencing people offers a collab where you take pro photos of her and she adds shitty Insta filters to it and claims her friend took them. And she's not gonna pay. And then you get some entitled mom who wants you to photograph every day of her newborn's first year of life for $100. I went back to being a hobbyist. Barnes & Noble, your job has literally nothing to do with books and it obviously attracts a lot of that type, myself included. My younger sister worked in the cafe for a long time. She said it was really frustrating, especially since they sold Starbucks coffee but weren't an actual Starbucks store, so people would complain about not taking their gift/loyalty cards or minor variations in the drink or pastry menu. That and making espresso drinks for people's 5-year-olds just felt really slimy. Park ranger. Don't get me wrong, I loved it, but a lot of days it was less talk about cool animals while wearing your ranger hat, and more, the toilets are overflowing again, go clean the septic tank filter and stir the tank with a shovel. With a little bit of, hey, there's a methed out guy down by the bridge, can you convince him to leave without killing anyone? All for the low price of $26K/year with a college degree. Edit so more people will see this. I hate the idea that this comment might dissuade anybody from becoming a park ranger. These jobs are so varied, and I just happened to work for an underfunded agency with too few staff. Honestly, I still loved this job and would have kept doing it forever if a higher paying outdoor environmental job hadn't pretty much fallen into my lap. Being a park ranger taught me so much, and most importantly, I got trained as a wildland firefighter, which is still my favorite part of my job. If you've always dreamed of being a park ranger, please go for it. I do closed captioning. While I joke that yes, I get paid to watch TV, it's actually very tedious. And if you don't actually enjoy the programming, you're being forced to watch something you don't care for. Or worse, if it's something I do enjoy like a long-form drama, we usually chop those up into 15-minute increments and split between everyone, so I only see chunks and not always even in order. It actually ruins the show for me. Working in a flower shop. It's just like any other retail job, but people constantly tell you how fun your job must be. Also, helping grieving families choose funeral flowers is not fun. For sure. Dealing with brides, dealing with their mothers, funerals, sitting in traffic making deliveries, waking up super early to get to the flower market, and so much bleach. I'm a marine biologist. I spent the last week measuring defrosted fish heads. The sea was angry that day. Well, I'm a scientist. I don't know if people usually think of that career as fun, but I think people think it's a lot more eureka, and a lot less this data has to be manually processed for 600 hours before I can analyze it. Yup. As a bioscientist, it's never really eureka and much more. Are my cells dead? Are my fruit flies okay? Are they going to fix the microscope? Will the microscope ever be free to book? Is 6 coffees too many? And a large part of my day is spent just doing tasks I need to do to keep my work running. I.e. making buffers, sorting fly stocks, splitting cells, cleaning things, etc. And yet I miss my lab. Video editor. The more I do it, the more I can't be arsed. What I hate so much is that when you send a draft or edit to the client/boss, they mostly seem so ungrateful. Or yeah, just make this easy change, and we'll be good to go. No asshole, that's not an easy change. I do video editing on top of graphic design, and people just seem so unappreciative of how much time and effort goes into a quick little video. Although not necessarily bad, beekeeping. Get used to the constant sound of buzzing during hive inspections/swarm removals, plus wearing the protective suit in hot-ass weather for hours on end, give or take the situation. Also, there appears to be a large number of beekeepers allergic to bees, so EpiPens are a must. Why on earth would someone who's allergic to bee stings go into beekeeping? That seems a not very intelligent decision.